presentation. My name's Steve Cronk. I'll be bringing you play-by-play. Bobby Lloyd's on the color and the camera tonight. We've got playoff hockey. High school varsity hockey featuring the Lakeland Eagles versus the White Lake Northern Knights. Lakeland comes into tonight's game off of a 3-2 overtime victory to get to this second round playoff game. That victory coming against White Lake Western. In that game, Lakeland scored with a goal at just 1:44 into the overtime session. Goal came from Trent Lloyd with assist to Andy Stevens and Kyle Jacobowski. To get to that overtime scenario, Lakeland had a 2-1 deficit with under a minute to go at the 59-second mark. Tyler Meskler tied the game up with assist to Bobby Schumacher and Kevin Lechner. That tying goal from Meskler sent that game to overtime where Lloyd put in the game winner. Prior to that, Andy Stevens had got on the board for Lakeland on an assist from Kyle Jacobowski. So those three goals carried Lakeland to the 3-2 victory and this second round playoff game. Lakeland comes into tonight's contest facing the Northern Knights. Northern won the KLA North Division. There'll be a tough foe for the Eagles this evening, but it's playoff hockey and everything starts all over. It's a clean slate for both teams. Lakeland played Northern earlier this year and suffered a 5-1 defeat. So the Lakeland Eagles will be looking for retribution. And one thing is for sure, the crowd will be entertained tonight. This crowd of 18,922, a sellout once again here at Lakeland Ice Arena. Tonight's contest comes to you tape delayed on February 29th. Game time will be 8 p.m. And it promises to be a barn burner. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the Star Spangled Banner in just one moment. Welcome back to Lakeland Ice Arena. We're just about ready to get underway in the starting lineups. Lakeland is the visiting team this evening. Lakeland will be in their home blues with white trim, heading from your right to your left here in the first period. Starting at forward, number 5, junior Kyle Jacobowski. Starting at forward, number 20, junior Trent Lloyd. Starting at forward, junior number 23, Andy Stevens. Starting on defense, senior number 9, Colin Johnson. Starting on defense, senior captain number 44, Bobby Schumacher. And in the net tonight for Lakeland, senior goaltender and captain number 34, Mitch List. Lakeland coached by head coach Tim Ronine, assisted by John Signa, Ron Walsh, Colin Lindsay, and Mark Biggins. And now the starting lineups for the White Lake Northern Knights. At forward, senior number 7, Chad Bailey. At forward, senior number 8, Kyle Atkins. At forward, senior number 44, Rob Lazinski. Starting at defense, number 15, sophomore, Tommy Lazinski. Starting at defense, junior, number 18, Jack Paulson. And in the net tonight for the Knights, junior goaltender, number 1, Grant Luzinski. Northern will be heading from your left to your right in their white with maroon trim. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have the playing of our national anthem. Plenty of excitement in the building tonight. This the standing room only crowd of 18,922 has filed into the building. They're looking forward to big time action. Tonight's referees are Keith Bird and Mark Stevens on the lines. We've got Ed Pilch, a veteran crew who's been around hockey and refereed many hockey games over the years. Plenty of students in the crowd this evening. Big time student sections. They're lined up along the glass. And we've got hockey excitement in the air this evening. While Lake Northern head coach is Claude Tunison. He'll get last line change tonight. Lakeland finishing up with their last minute strategy sessions down at their net. And we're just about ready to get underway. Northern's got to do a little more housekeeping. They got their pucks out on the ice still. So Lakeland is grouped up. They've got their plans in place. Northern the same. Players will head now to neutral ice area to start this contest. Linesman Pilch blows the whistle. The goalies are ready. Lloyd on the draw out there against number 7, Chad Bailey for Northern. Here we go. Puck goes to the far side, now picked up by Northern. They'll regroup in their own end. There's a pass off the stick, picked off now by Johnson. He fires it back to the center ice. That's gloved by Jack Paulson. He fires it down into the Lakeland end. This is Bobby Schumacher, sends it over to Johnson. Off the boards it goes to Jacobowski. Couldn't get it out on the first effort. Stays in now. This is number 8, Kyle Atkins. Puck back out to the point. This is Paulson. There's a shot to the net, deflects wide. Into the corner it goes after it's Rob Lazinski. Now Northern cycling. There's a centering pass, didn't connect on it. And Jacobowski will take it out of the zone for Lakeland. He goes cross ice to Stevens, didn't connect. And it's fired out of Lakeland zone by 15, Tommy Lazinski. Now here comes Atkins. His shot goes to List. Rebound popped out there and it's cleared out temporarily by Biondo. Now it's fired in behind the Lakeland net. Centering pass blocked in there. Now Lakeland's after it. Biondo goes off the glass. It's held in at the point by Paulson. Shot deflected off the goalpost. Oh, that shot hit a Lakeland defender out front, hit the goalpost, and then deflected wide. Lakeland dodging a bullet. Northern on a heavy forecheck, and there's a nice chip out of there by Jacobowski. Now Northern back in the center ice. This pass goes over 9, Eric Wolf. Eric Wolf takes it wide. He'll pull up, looking for a trailer. Here it comes in the form of Lucas Stone. He shoots. Rebounds out front. Oh, and big save there from Mitch List. Lakeland fires it up into the net, and that's going to result in the faceoff staying deep in the Lakeland end. Mitch List with a big save here early in this contest. We got a minute and a half down. We got 3 15-minute periods here. And an overtime session if necessary. We'll have a winner tonight. It's win or go home, one and done. Puck comes back out to the point, blocked to the corner. There's a fan and a clearing attempt, and now Lakeland will look to bring it out. Kovac has it knocked off his stick, and now Schumacher's after it. Schumacher regroups, and he's looking to pull it out. He's building speed, crosses the line, he'll let it rip, shot! Oh, and a big save there from Grant Lazinski. That one went into the corner. Now here comes Nick Kovac. Lakeland with their first opportunity. Centering pass. Now it's chipped and held in by Ryuta. He gets a hook on number 3, Lucas Stone, no call. Now look out, a 2-on-1. There's a shot, big save from List as he came out to cut the angle down. Lakeland fires it out. That's going to go down the ice on target. That'll negate the icing, and Lazinski will play it up to his own blue line. Now line change for Lakeland. Puck comes in. This is 19, D'Agostino. D'Angelo correction. And once again, Mitch List comes out with the save. Up and down action, Bobby, but so far Northern's carried and had more of the dangerous opportunities.
Yeah, Northern's got a lot of jump early. We'll see if they can maintain that for the entire period in game.
Northern out in a 5-on-1 shot advantage so far in the first 2.5 minutes. Another face-off won by Northern, and it goes to the corner. This is Johnson back in there for it, doing battle with 19, D'Angelo. Centering pass didn't make it through, picked up by Fishback, goes to the corner. Now Fishback tries to center it, couldn't get it through. Johnson takes his man to the corner and takes him down. Centering pass, List will reach out and grab it with Northern pressing on the forecheck, and that'll cause a stoppage of play and a face-off to the right of goaltender Mitch List. Fishback on the draw against Trent Lloyd. Northern's won the majority of the face-offs so far. That puck comes loose but goes out to the point. Centering pass didn't make it through, comes all the way out the other end. That 17 Fowler gets it into the corner. Shot out front into the skates. Still loose, got to scramble for it. And it goes loose into the corner, and now Biondo will come out the other side with it. Biondo goes along cross ice, that goes over everybody's head. And Lakeland will get called for icing on the play. Ryan Biondo went with a high fly there, didn't connect on it. So the faceoff come back down to the Lakeland end. Lloyd on the draw against Austin Sansom. Lakeland wins that draw, goes to Meskler. He fanned on his clearing attempt, went right to the net. Off the boards comes out to Paulson. He'll shoot, deflected out front. And once again, List will hold on. Busted stick out there. Somebody on Northern's out $200. And Sampson now will do battle once again in the face-off circle against Lloyd. Sansom wins it, back to Paulson at the point. His shot's blocked and out of the zone. Now here comes Stevens picking it up, cuts to the middle. He's taken down on a trip, and Paulson's going to get called here. Jack Paulson going to the box for tripping. Time of this call is 11:23 the first. So the Eagles will go on the power play with a 2-minute man advantage. Correction, that was interference was the call. Stevens made the move, went to his cut across the middle, and Paulson took a piece of him on the way over there. Now Anthony Kovac on the draw for Lakeland, centering his brother Nick and Kevin Lechner. Nick Kovac gets to it. Showing patience, dumps behind the net to Anthony. Now over to Lechner, back to Anthony Kovac. He's got pressure, shows patience, comes back to Lechner. Lechner has it knocked off a stick, but Schumacher will get there. Goes D to D, it's off a skate. And Schumacher recovers along with Biondo. Now Schumacher picks it up to the hash. He'll look to build speed and skate it out. Cross ice pass over to Anthony Kovac. It's into the zone. Kovac with a shot. Went in chest high on Lazinski. He'll hold on, and with 33 seconds expired on the penalty, the faceoff will remain down to the Northern end. 10:49 to go here, first period. Buck 27. Buck 27 remaining in the power play. Lloyd on the draw. He's out there now with Paulson. Or check that, Justin Paul, as well as Jacobowski. Jacobowski gets the shot right to the net. Save from Lazinski. He'll hold on. We'll do it again. Bobby there shows the value of winning a faceoff.
Absolutely. When you got those opportunities in the offensive zone, you got to take hold.
Lloyd on the draw now, going against number 10, Justin Fishback. Fishback wins it to the corner. Lloyd puts pressure on. They find the hole and send it down the ice. Now List picks it up. He'll look for reinforcements. Sends it to Biondo. Biondo flips it up here to Lloyd. Lloyd crosses the red line. He'll fire it in deep. And behind the net it goes. They do a hard around. Schumacher holds it at the line, sends it down behind the net. Schumacher once again holds it, shows the strength, gets the shot that bounced off an angle, and it pops out to Lloyd. Lloyd fires it to the net, deflected by Paul. And it comes loose. And Northern turns and fires it down the ice with 45 seconds remaining in the power play. Now back to retrieve is Ryan Biondo. Short little pass over here to Lloyd. Back to Lloyd now. He fires it in deep. That's on target. Luzinski goes with the pass. And they clear the zone. Now Johnson with it. Goes cross ice. This is going to be a hand pass. They didn't call it. Wow, that was a hand pass. Northern with possession. They fire it down the ice again. Lakeland's got 10 seconds on the power play. Now here's Kovac, Tom Kovac. Missed on that cross ice pass. It's going to go all the way down the ice. And with 2 seconds remaining in the power play, the faceoff's going to come all the way back into the Lakeland end. 9:24 remaining. We're scoreless here. Lakeland versus Northern in a playoff battle. Sansom on the draw down there now, going against Tom Kovac. Shot from the point, deflects wide. Now stood up is number 9, Eric Wolf. Goes in behind to 12 Sansom. They do battle back there. Now Kovac gets to it first. He fires it up the boards, down the ice. And he's going to get a whistle for icing. Nope, they wave it off. Now Northern regroups behind their own net. Ian Farley giving pressure for Lakeland. Northern regroups, pops out, hops over Johnson's stick, and now after it's Eric Wolf. Sharp angle, goes to the wide on the far side. And now Farley takes a piece of his man. That allows Johnson to pick it up. Johnson skates into the zone, drops it to Ricky Walker. Walker fires it in deep. Now Meskler down there. Pick it up from his D spot. They send it up the far side and they'll break it out. There's a cross ice pass, comes over here to Wolf. Wolf at the hash. He'll maintain possession. Sends it behind the net. Picked up by Sansom. Now Northern, nice cycling. Nice job there from Lakeland's Kovac as he got a stick on it. That puck hits somebody out center ice. They wave off icing. And it goes all the way down. Here's a cross ice pass. Look out, a step up by Ryuta. And now they got the edge on him. There's a shot, save from List. That was labeled for the far post. And Mitch List got his glove hand on it, left-handed glove. Snatched it out of the air and he'll hold on. 7:55 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is the score, Lakeland and Northern. Fishback on the draw. Off the boards, passing to himself is Lechner. He's going in after it with number 4, Keegan Brown. Puck popped out. And Fishback has his shot blocked. Pops out up high and into the netting. And that faceoff looks as though it's going to remain in the Lakeland end. Ruling is a deflection off a Lakeland stick, so it'll stay down near the right of Mitch List. Now Fishback going out to take the draw for Northern against Lakeland's Anthony Kovac. Northern wins it. Comes loose, it's cleared out of the zone. Now back to retrieve is Keegan Brown. Picks it up at the face-off circle to the right of his goaltender Lazinski. They bring it up the near side boards to number 20, Austin Gateman. Back out to the point, Biondo shot's blocked. Schumacher steps up from his D spot and takes it down low. He's ridden out the play on it, but here comes Kovac to help. Kovac makes a move. He's taken to the boards by Logan Johnson. There's a shot, a steal, and then it goes the other way. Biondo gets it. Puck goes up high, and it comes out of the zone. Lakeland have to wait to tag up. Lechner grabs it. Now it does pop out of the zone. Schumacher goes off boards. Now he's on side. Shot from Schumacher. Fielded nicely by Lazinski. Schumacher checked it. This is Biondo. Now back up to the point. Here's Biondo. Shot. And that's gloved off by Lazinski. He'll hold on. And we had a good clear vision. The same shot. We saw the shot that Lazinski did. He did have a clear vision on it, Bobby. And Lakeland need to get a body out there to give him a little screen.
Yeah, got to get a screen. Maybe tip that thing up over his shoulder.
Now Lloyd's out there centering for Jacobowski and Stevens. Johnson and Biondo are on the points. Luzinski got it tied up. Now Northern collects it in, and they'll break out with Kyle Atkins now. Puck bounced off a leg, goes to Johnson. He makes a nice feed up to Jacobowski. He clears the zone. Now it goes to Keegan Brown. He fires it back deep in the Lakeland end. Mitch List sets the table. He passes it away from Johnson. Centering pass. List comes out of the net. Goes out of play. So that puck goes out of play with 6:18 remaining here in the first period. We remain scoreless. Playoff action. Once again, it's win or go home tonight. Second round playoff action. Face-off comes back to the point. There's a backhander. Biondo has a stick lifted, but Jacobowski supports. Here comes Andy Stevens now. He's being challenged by Paul Fowler. Fowler rides him out the play. Stevens continues to the net. Oh, and it goes just in behind the net. Now Stevens still doing work. He lost the stick. He's got to go with the kick on it. And now Northern grabs it and they'll break it out. Over skating is 44, Rob Luzinski. He fires it in on the second effort. List rims it the other way, comes right to Luzinski. Now Northern with possession. Centering pass comes out to Stevens with 5:40 to go in the first. Stevens carries it out. He'll dump it in deep and go after it on the forecheck. Now Grant Luzinski fires it up to Rob Luzinski along the far side boards, and Northern brings it out. Big hit out there from Schumacher. He took his man down. That was 15, Tommy Luzinski. Lakeland missed on that pass, but it clears the zone. Now Paulson picks it up. Got a delayed penalty coming here. Northern's got the shot. Big save. Rebound. Owen List makes the big save there, as Northern had two men crash the net. So the Knights are going to go on the power play. Trent Lloyd going to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Time of this call is 5:06 of the first period. Bobby, Northern shows a lot of puck movement, a lot of skating, a lot of cycling. Lakeland's going to have to stay good positionally to keep the puck out of the net here.
Yeah, definitely. You got to pick up those loose ones, which they seem to be doing so far. But as I said earlier, Northern came in with a lot of energy. Let's see if they can maintain.
Nice work from Nick Kovac. Lakeland goes off the glass from Biondo and down the ice. Now Northern regrouping behind their own net. Fishback carries into the zone, or correction, it's Sansom carries into the zone. Then the puck comes loose in the corner. Northern's there to retrieve. Number 3, Lucas Stone now back out to the point to Paulson. Goes back to Stone. Cross ice, backdoor play. And now back out to the point. Goes to the far side hash. Here's the puck movement we were talking about. That goes off the stick of Paulson. And finally Lakeland clears it on a nice clear from Colin Johnson. Back to Paulson it goes. He regroups at his own blue line. Paulson fires it in deep. List comes out to play it. Looks for the opening. Sends it off the boards. And that went out of play. Tough break for Lakeland there. They had the clear on it. It hit the linesman, bounced off him, and went out of play. And the linesman not gotten away there. Puck could have gone all the way down, taking more time off this power play. 1:07 to go in the power play for Northern. This is Fishback on the draw. He wins it. Back out to Brown. Brown's shot goes wide, comes off the side. It's into the skates. And then Biondo clears it down the ice. Back to retrieve is Logan Johnson. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Johnson feeds it over to Brown. Keegan Brown back to Johnson. Paul giving pressure for Lakeland. Now here's Brown. Sends it up the near side boards. They mishandle it. It goes to Biondo and he fires it back in. 35 seconds to go on the power play. That pass goes awry, goes to Johnson. He finds a hole and wings it down the ice with 30 seconds to go in the power play. 33 in the period. Now Johnson sends it back to Brown. Brown sends it back to Johnson. There's a touch pass at the blue line, and coming out with it is Fishback. Stepping up is Bermuda. He fires it off the boards and back to the northern blue line. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Lakeland gets there and they fire it back in. Didn't get it deep though. Brown's shot bounces off of Colin Johnson. Now Lakeland's at full strength. Look out, there's a turnover, centered it. And it comes loose back to Northern Sansom. Lakeland sloppy on those clearing attempts. They got to get on it. They have full allotment of players. Puck cycled back into the corner. Jake Ryuta gets there first for Lakeland. That hit the netting on the clear, and the faceoff will stay in the Lakeland end. 2:45 remaining first period. Bobby Lakeland looked good on that penalty kill.
Yeah, actually they've been good on the power play and the kill. We got some scoring opportunities on the power play, and the kill looked pretty good.
Northern showing good puck movement, but they couldn't find the net on it. Now Sansom on the draw. He wins the draw, comes back. Look out, man goes down out front. That's Stone. And finally it's cleared out of there, and here comes Lechner. Kevin Lechner at the blue line. His shot's deflected in behind the net. Lazinski out to play it, gives it away. Puck comes out loose out front. And now Lechner on it. Kovac to support. Lechner doing battle down there with number 14, Daniel McCormick. Or check that, number 12, Sansom. And the scrum continues. Centering pass, Lechner shoots, oh, and a big save from Lazinski. Lakeland's best scoring opportunity on the night. Schumacher gets it, fires it back in, but Northern picks it off. Stepping up is Meskler. And now grabbing it for Northern's Eric Wolf. They carry it into the zone, shot deflected, oh, and that went over the top of the net. Centering pass that bounced off escape. Meskler giving battle down there, takes a shot to the ribs there from Stone. Now Kovac back there to help. Kovac with the good stick and the quick feet, doing battle down there. Meskler takes his man to the boards. Now Kovac, muscling it up with 24, Zach Schneider. Schneider's a big boy and at 190 pounds. Meskler's got to watch it with the free hand. Puck comes loose out front, and now to the sideboards it goes. Back out to the point that hops the line, and it's out with 1:13 in the period. First period action here. We're scoreless, Lakeland and Northern. Playoff action. Puck drops in, now Paulson feeds it into the zone for Northern. Back to play its List. List goes to his D-man, Biondo. Oh, Walker takes a shot to the chin. And they got a penalty coming on it. Paulson going to the box for elbowing. He gave Ricky Walker a shot to the chin along the near side boards right in front of the Lakeland bench. Referee Mark Stevens caught it, and Northern's going to go down a man here for the balance of this period, barring a goal or another penalty. 55 seconds remain here in the first. Stevens, Lloyd, and Jacobowski. Jacobowski with a shot. Goes wide of the net. Back out to the point. Here's Biondo. He snaps it. That one goes wide. It pops out to Jacobowski. Jacobowski brings it to Schumacher. He lets it fly. That hits somebody out front. Oh, and it hopped over Lloyd's stick. Lloyd just off that overtime goal, that overtime winner against Western. Got stymied by the bad luck of the hop there. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Pass comes out to Jacobowski. He'll carry it in. Now he dumps it in, goes after it, challenging 15, Tommy Lazinski. Jacobowski maintains possession. Lloyd's fighting out front for position. Now it comes out to Biondo. Lakeland just got to get it set up and get the shot to the net. There's a deflection off target. Lloyd bumping in there with Keegan Brown. Now it comes out to Schumacher. Deflects out front. Oh, and it goes wide of the net. Lakeland buzzing here. To Biondo. Biondo sends it. It goes high. And goaltender Grant Lazinski holds on. So that's going to do it for first period action. No goals in the period. Shots were even at 9 apiece after one. We'll be back with second period action in just a moment, and when we do, Lakeland will be on the power play for 1:05. Stand by for second period action. To thank the Lakeland High School varsity hockey sponsors. They would be DMS Moving Systems at Haggerty Road in Canton, Michigan. Total Performance Training Center on Wixom Road in Wixom. Don over at Highland Tire and Auto on M59 in White Lake, just east of Kohl's, and National Wholesale Printing Corporation. We thank them all for their sponsorship and support of Lakeland High School varsity hockey. Here we go, Lakeland on a power play now for 1:05. Anthony Kovac centering Kevin Lechner and Nick Kovac. Sansom on the draw. He's out there with Tommy Lozinski on the front side. This is Biondo. He'll fire it high and deep. Lozinski plays it around. It goes to Lechner. He couldn't handle it, and Northern sees the opportunity and fires it down the ice. List is out of the net. Plays it off the boards. It goes to Nick Kovac. Feeds over to Schumacher. He fanned on his opportunity, but retrieves it. Now puck comes over to Nick Kovac. Lakeland looking a little disjointed here on this power play. Now Nick Kovac with it. Kovac goes cross ice to his brother Anthony off his stick, and Lozinski back to pick it up. Gets Lechner with the steal on it, centering pass. Kovac with it, into the corner. Now comes out to Nick Kovac. They pop it off the boards as Keegan Brown. Northern sees it, pops out, and look out, Piano's in a foot race with Lucas Stone. Goes to the net, and List guides that one in behind the net. Lakeland sloppy on the play. Northern buzzing, centering pass. And there's a scramble out front. Lakeland clears the zone, full strength for Northern. Now Kevin Lechner back there in pursuit of Lozinski. Tommy Lozinski avoids Lechner. Pass comes out to the center ice area, and now pops over to number 8, Atkins. Kyle Atkins dumps it in deep, back to pick it up as Rob Lozinski. Into the corner it goes, after it's number 7, Chad Bailey. Top of the circle, they go the other side from to Logan Johnson. That's deflected to the corner. Here's a harder round from Kovac, and Farley battling to get it out of the zone. He does make it out of the zone. It goes down the ice, and they wave off the icing as Logan Johnson picks it up for Northern. Off the far side hash, now he pops it out here to Bailey. Bailey sends it long and deep. They wave off icing on the play. List feeds it to the open Meskler. Meskler looking to center, centers it right out in front of his own net. A dangerous play. Look out, deflects to the net. Oh, and somehow List, they score! Chad Bailey on the goal for Northern. Puck was bouncing around down there, got to the net, List got the initial save, the rebound popped out, and Bailey tucked it home. So time of this goal is 12:51. Northern's on the board. 1-0 is the score. Now Schumacher takes it up the near side boards. Rob Lozinski on the goal by Chad Bailey. I believe they added an assist to Kyle Atkins as well. Farley with a centering pass. Oh, it deflected just wide of the net. Ricky Walker in pursuit going against Lucas Stone. Now a pass back to Paulson, and behind the net it goes. This pass is temporarily deflected by Farley. And now it's fired back out to the point. There's a shot deflected down low. Farley couldn't get enough room. It's centered by Paul. And the whistle goes. Lakeland buzzing on that. And Lakeland showing good response to that goal, Bobby.
Yeah, that's nice to see. They came back down, got a lot of pressure on the net, and almost got a score there.
A couple of great opportunities. Farley's just in a little too tight there. Couldn't get the angle. And Grant Lozinski shut him down from in tight. Trent Lloyd centering now. Stevens and Jacobowski. Face-off goes to the corner. Now they reverse it over to Logan Johnson. This pass goes to the far side. Lakeland back on the forecheck here. Puck clears the zone. It goes all the way down the ice. They wave off icing. Ryuta back to get it for Lakeland. Ryuta with a quick pass. Missed Schumacher on it. It goes up to Stevens. Stevens turns it over, but it's clipped out of there by Lloyd. Lloyd playing one of his best games of the season. Now it's cleared out to the far side. Picked up by number 19, D'Angelo. And Lakeland's going to get called for a penalty here. It's delayed penalty. Goaltender Lazinski to the bench. Now in behind the net it goes, picked up by Schumacher. He'll touch up. And Lakeland's going to the sin bin here. Time of this call is 11:31. Referee Mark Stevens makes the call. Jake Leota going to the box for a holding call. So Lakeland's got to weather the storm. This is Sansom on the draw going against Anthony Kovac. Sampson wins it, but Kovac gets there first, and he clears the blue line. Puck popped along the boards there to number 9, Eric Wolf. He's poke checked nicely by Johnson. He clears the zone, takes a hit, but dished it back out to Paulson. Puck cleared around to the near side boards, picked up by Stone. Now Lucas Stone sends it up to Sansom. Sansom goes around Biondo. He's drilled in there by Anthony Kovac. Oh, tough break for Lakeland. It hit the stanchion, but Nick Kovac picks it up and finishes the job, sending it down the ice. Minute 22 to go here in the power play for Northern. This is Paulson picking it up for Northern. Feeds back to Brown. A check correction, that's Luzinski. Johnson gathers it in, fires it back down the ice, and Northern will start from scratch. Anthony Kovac on the pressure. This is Luzinski. Tommy Luzinski skating it out. He crosses the line, makes a drop pass to Stone. That's deflected wide and into the corner. Now Lakeland clears the zone. Nice job from Biondo. And there's Kovac taken down, and Northern's number 9, Eric Wolf, after hauling down Nick Kovac, is going to go to the box. We're going to play 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. We'll listen to the call from referee Mark Stevens. Trent Lloyd's out there centering Justin Paul. Tyler Meskler and Bobby Schumacher back in the points. Paul lunges for it, couldn't get there, now Northern brings it out. This is 19 D'Angelo. Devin D'Angelo takes it wide, and in ahead of the play is number 10, Justin Fishback. He'll get whistled for offsides, and we've got 39 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Northern up 1-0 on top of Lakeland. This is playoff action. Fishback on the draw, going against Lloyd. Gets caught up in the skates. Schumacher back to retrieve with D'Angelo giving him pressure. There's a turnover. Look out off the skate. And here comes Lloyd on the rush. Lloyd takes it wide, gets the shot off. That deflected off of Logan Johnson's stick. Up in the netting, and the faceoff will stay in the Northern end. .25 seconds remain in the 4-on-4, then Lakeland will be on the power play for a minute 14. Confab going on the Lakeland bench with the referee, Keith Bird. And now Fowler takes it for Northern. He skates it up, he dumps it in, goes deep, picked up by Rob Lazinski. Lazinski doing battle, comes loose to the other side to Schumacher. Nice retreat past the Meskler, and he'll send it back to Schumacher. Nice give and go by Lakeland, relieving pressure, but they disconnected on that pass there, and now Northern regroups. Lakeland on the power play. Pass is fired down the ice. No icing with the penalty. Now Meskler with it. Sends it to Schumacher. Schumacher makes an avoid move. Goes cross ice off the boards, off of Lechner's stick, and now he'll dump it in deep. Andy Stevens on the forecheck. That pass is snuffed out of there by number 7, Chad Bailey. He finds the hole, sends it down. 45 seconds in the power play for Lakeland. Northern with a changeup on the lines. Pass comes out to Lechner, crossing the red line. He's got pressure from Fishback, and he's checked off of the play. Jacobowski with a blind pass gets it over to Lechner. Lechner's taken out on a nice check. And the puck comes up the boards. Now Luzinski picks it up, he carries it into the zone. There's a shot that goes over the top of the net. Here's Lechner. Lechner goes for the long touch pass, the cross-ice pass to Stevens, didn't connect, and that face-off's going to be all the way back down in Lakeland's end on the icing call. 14 seconds remain in the Northern penalty. Kovac on the draw down there, facing off against Fishback. Northern gathers possession, and they'll just take time off the remaining seconds of this power play. Another penalty on Northern. Number 12, Austin Sansom, going to the box for interference. That took place down below us here. Lakeland will have an abbreviated 5-on-3 for a mere 4 seconds, and then the Eagles will be back into a 5-on-4 situation. Interference is the call on Sansom. Mark Stevens on the call once again. Backhander from Kovac, steered out of there. Now Anthony Kovac has it taken off a stick, and Northern's number 7, Bailey's out of the box, and his shot goes deflected wide. 5-on-4 is the situation here now. Northern with a Lakeland with a power play from minute 42. Now Lakeland looking to regroup. Bobby Shue goes far side pass to Biondo. Biondo up the boards, he goes to Lechner, he'll chip it in, and after it's Kovac. Luzinski comes out of the net. Now Nick Kovac gets it. Stolen by Luzinski. There's a step up from Schumacher. That pass comes all the way out to Biondo, and he'll regroup at his own blue line. Biondo missed Kovac on it. There's a giveaway. It's going to cost Lakeland some time, and here's Luzinski. He carries it into the zone. Luzinski still ragging time off, and now Biondo grabs it. Biondo sends it to Nick Kovac. He's got pressure from Grant Luzinski. Nice poke check from Biondo. He takes Luzinski to the boards, but time's coming off the clock. 53 seconds remaining in the power play. Northern dominating this power play, even though Lakeland has the man advantage. Now that goes over Biondo's stick, and now Schumacher will pick it up. And now Nick Kovac's going to get a penalty for interference. So Nick Kovac takes an ill-advised penalty for interference. Time of this call is 6:58. We'll play 4-on-4 for 38 seconds, and then Northern will have the advantage for a $1:22. Northern wins the face-off. Back out to Johnson. His shot to the net. List sends that to the corner. Mesker fires it off the boards, right back to the point. Johnson holds it. Now turning with it. Lakeland gets the possession, and they clear the zone to Johnson. Colin Johnson steps up, and it's dumped in deep. Now Keegan Brown picks it up. Nice poke check from Trent Lloyd. He dumps it in behind the net. Still playing 4-on-4 here.
4-on-4.
Oh, and Lakeland's going to get a tripping penalty. Even though a man didn't go down, the Eagles are going to have a 5-on-3 disadvantage. They tag up. Trent Lloyd's going to go to the box for what? Listen to Mark Stevens' call. Kneeing is the call from Mark Stevens, so Trent Lloyd's going to go to the box. Northern with a 5-on-3 for a minute 21, an extended 5-on-3. This does not bode well for Lakeland. Plus they got, in the second period, they got the long change. So it's Schumacher, Ryuta, and Anthony Kovac out there. Northern's going to take a timeout here. Coach Claude Tunison, recognizing this could be a turning point in the game, calls time. He's going to rest his top players and come out with fresh legs on the 5-on-3. So the crowd of 18,922 is being served up here with an outstanding hockey game. It's close right now, 1-0, but Lakeland's got a long road to hoe with this minute 21 5-on-3 situation. And this face-off from Anthony Kobach is going to be critical. Lakeland needs to win this draw, fire it down the ice, and get it out of town. Mitch List needs to glove it, hold on whenever possible to get a line change opportunity for his head coach. Time of this call, 6:18 in the second period. Sanson on the draw, going against Kobach. Northern wins it, back to Stone at the point. That hit a body out front, chipped to the corner. Their side hash mark, back out to the point. This is Lazinski. Shot goes wide. There's a bounce off the boards, and gathering it was Bobby Schumacher. He finds a hole off the glass and sends it down. 1 minute even in the 5-on-3. Biondo comes out and takes Schumacher's slot. Lakeland got Northern offside on the play, and that's going to allow Coach Tim Ronayne an opportunity to switch out his D if he so desires. Lakeland's personnel will remain the same with Ryuta and Biondo out there, with Kobach up front. Northern wins the draw once again. They take it into the zone. There's a touch pass out to Sansom. His shot deflects back out. Now it comes to Lazinski. He goes D to Stone off his stick. It's popped up high. Glove to the corner. Now back out to the point. To 9 Wolf. Now they go cross ice. I believe it's Lazinski. Backdoor play, and he fanned on it, did Kyle Atkins. Now it comes back out to Stone at the point. He sends D to D. They're looking for that backdoor. Stone with the shot. Goes up over the top of the net. 15 seconds in the 5-on-3. Backdoor comes loose, and List will hold on. Northern fans on their feet, but List has shut the door. 12 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Lakeland will change up their personnel. Muskler back on the point, as well as Schumacher. On the forward side is Colin Johnson. Northern with possession. They win the faceoff again. Pass out to the point. Nice block in there. Look out. Puck was bouncing. Here's Schumacher in a hard around. He didn't get everything he wanted on it. Stays in the zone. Lakeland gets a man back. It's Justin Paul. Now here's a turnover. And Justin checked that Colin Johnson clears the zone. 28 seconds to go. Here's a steal from Colin Johnson, cutting in from the left. Tries to go on a wraparound, and his pass is blocked. Look how Messler gets burned here. Northern's on the rush. Shot from number 19, Devin D'Angelo, is deflected up and into the netting. 13 seconds in the 5-on-4 power play now for Northern. 4:31 to go in the second period. 1-0's the score. Justin Paul's out there killing along with Anthony Kobach. Muskler and Schumacher back on the points. Lucas Stone on the left side. Sansom centering. Can't pick up the right winger, but we got Keegan Brown and Logan Johnson on the points. Face-off won by Lakeland. It goes back to Muskler. He does a hard around. And he gets through Keegan Brown and goes out the other side all the way down. That's going to chew up the rest of the time on this power play. There's Justin Paul looking to defend the corner. He does. And Lakeland's at full strength. They killed off that extended 5-on-3. That's got to bring a boost to the Lakeland Eagles. Anthony Kobach couldn't connect, and here comes Sansom now. This drop pass goes to Keegan Brown, steered to the corner by List. 4 minutes even in the second period. Centering pass goes out the other side. There's a shot. That deflects up and into the netting, and we'll have a stoppage in the faceoff remaining in the Lakeland end. 3:52 to go here in the second. Lakeland dodging a huge bullet there. Tom Kovac, Kyle Jacobowski, Andy Stevens out on the front side for the Eagles. They're going against Bailey. Atkins, now the pass goes to the far side. This is Atkins with it. In behind the net, stolen in there. Jacobowski didn't get it out. That one pops all the way down to List. He'll hold on, and then we'll redo that face-off. Little sloppy on for by Lakeland, not getting the puck out of the zone, and the face-off remains dangerously in their zone. Northern's been winning the bulk of the face-offs. This is Bailey on the draw, going against Tom Kovac. Scrum comes away with to Northern. They feed down low, centering pass, comes all the way out the other side to Stevens. He goes off the boards and out of the zone. Northern gets there first, Bailey turns and fires it down. List will play it. Goes through him and it goes to Biondo. He fires it up the boards. That took a bad hop and popped out of the zone. Now Brown with it. This is Jacobowski. He muscles his way through that play, still muscling. Comes down low and now he goes into the corner. That puck is cleared out of the zone all the way down the ice. And Biondo picks it up with pressure from Lazinski. Biondo gets away from one man, sends it up here to Stevens. He makes a nice no-look pass. We got a stoppage of play. All right, I think it's an inadvertent offside that a referee got the teams messed up. Linesman got mixed up on that. He called offside on Lakeland coming out of their own end. So Nick Kovac's going to, or check that Lechner's going to take the draw against Fishback. Northern wins the draw once again. It comes back to Paulson. Paulson now being bothered. He'll go D to D to his defensive partner. Puck comes loose to Lechner. Now Lechner turns and goes the other way for Lakeland. He'll let the shot go. That bounced off the glove of Lazinski. And he'll hold on. 2:39 remaining in the second period. 1-0 is our score. Northern on top of Lakeland. Lechner on the draw against Fishback once again. Lakeland wins it back to Schumacher. His shot is deflected down here and knocked to the corner. Here comes Farley to help. Couldn't get a stick on it. Fishback's driven to the boards by Farley. Nice body work there. Now Farley comes away with it. Chipped in there by Kovac. Sends it off the boards. Johnson stepping up. Lakeland holds the line temporarily, and now here comes Northern on the rush. This is D'Angelo. He'll take it into the zone. Farley fanned on his attempt to clear, but it comes over here to Johnson. He takes a hit. Comes out the other side, held in by Northern. That goes through everybody. And now picked up by D'Angelo. Now Johnson doing battle down there. And Northern comes away with it. Got a man open down low, and that went just wide of the open side of the net. Northern buzzing. Centering pass, loose up front, kicked out of there, and here comes Johnson. Johnson looking to take off with 1:40 to go in the second. He'll cut to the middle. Back pass, missed everybody. Now Schumacher. Oh, a big hit out there. Schumacher takes a big hit from Joe Rozek. There's a centering pass, comes to Nick Kovac. His shot knocked down by Lazinski and in behind the net. Oh, there's a turnover in front of the net. Pass out to Farley, couldn't connect, and it pops over the line. Lakeland have to come out and tag up. 1:10 to go in the second. Lechner knocks it down, but it goes to Lazinski. Tommy Lazinski goes cross ice to Logan Johnson. Now Lakeland with a steal at center ice. They give it right back to Lazinski. Lakeland needs to get a body on him. Puck pops loose, and here's Jacobowski. Jacobowski with Lechner. Backhand, rebound. Loose out front. Score! Kevin Lechner! Dig it, Lechner. Backhand, rebound. Loose out front. Score! For goals, and he found Peter. The crowd goes crazy. We're all tied at 1. Jacobowski worked his tail off. He muscled his man to the net. Lechner does what he's supposed to do. He crashes and he gets paid off. He gets a payoff for it.
Yeah, definitely. Jacobowski's been leaning hard on the opponent all night and getting chances. That really paid off.
.40 seconds to go in the second period. Puck cleared in deep. Out to the point, it comes to Meskler. He sends it to an open corner. Now comes out the board to Atkins. He clears it. Look out. Northern's got an opportunity. Puck pops up high. They got an odd man rush out front. Shot. Oh, and it goes wide. I think List got a piece of that one. Out to center ice. This is Andy Stevens with 15. Stevens cuts, shoots. Oh, and Luzinski makes the save and holds on. End-to-end action here. We got playoff hockey. Crowd entertained to a hot and heavy high school varsity action. Stevens with a nice move. He took his man out wide, got the shot off. Good save from Luzinski. And with 11 seconds to go in the second period, Justin Paul will face off against Bailey. Comes to the corner. Look out, the old suicide play. Ryan Biondo got a stick on it, chipped it up in the rafters. We'll have a face-off with 4.5 seconds to go. Lakeland fans are on their feet across the way. Comes out to Bailey, long shot, steered off to the side by List. And we started the period tied. We're going to end the period tied. Little extracurriculars after the whistle. Tyler Meskler making his way back. The emotions fly high here. We'll see what anything comes of it. All right, we got offsetting penalties. 44, Rob Luzinski's going to the box, as well as Tyler Meskler for Lakeland. All right, shots at the for the second period were Northern 8, Lakeland 7 for a two-period total of 17 for Northern, 16 for Lakeland. One shot differential. Very close on the shots, and we're very, very, very close on the scoreboard. All right, we'll be back with third period action. 15 minutes of regulation to go here in this playoff scenario. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment. All right, third period just about to get underway here. Referees allowing the ice to dry up a little bit here. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors one more time. DMS Moving Systems in Canton, Total Performance Training Center in Wixom, Highland Tire and Auto Repair in White Lake, and National Wholesale Printing Corporation. We thank them for their sponsorship of Lakeland High School varsity hockey. All right, 15 minutes of regulation time remaining. We will go to overtime. We must have a winner tonight for a playoff advancement for a game tomorrow against the winner of West Bloomfield versus Mott in a pre-regional championship game. Players on both sides, fans on both sides are on pins and needles. We're all tied up at 1. And we've got 15 minutes here to decide whose season's going to go on and who's going to go home. Starting for Lakeland will be Trent Lloyd centering, Kyle Jacobowski on the left, Andy Stevens on the right. Back on the points will be Colin Johnson on the left and Ryan Biondo on the right. For Northern, Justin Fishback, will be centering number 19, Devin D'Angelo, and number 26, Joe Rozak. And the crowd now getting into it as we continue to wait for the ice to dry. The referees will be patient here as we don't want a sloppy ice condition to change the outcome of this game. Back on the points for Northern will be number 18, Jack Paulson, and number 15, Tommy Lazinski. Now the referee's gone to the Zamboni door. I'm not sure if he's looking for a squeegee or what. Goaltenders have scuffed up their blue ice. This crowd of 18,922 being treated to one heck of a game tonight. And out comes the squeegee. Linesman Ed Pilch doing double duty tonight. All right, while we're waiting, we'll cut away right now and wait for the landscaping to be completed, and then we'll come back for third period action. Our score is 1-1, Lakeland and Northern. All right, we're back here, start of third period. The ice is frozen, ready to go. Lloyd against Fishback. Lloyd powers through. And now the puck comes free over to Paulson. Paulson sends it to Lazinski. Back to Paulson. Centering pass that goes off Fishman's stick. Stevens will get there. Now Lloyd plows through and comes away with it. He'll chip it in deep and go after it. Lazinski out to play it for Northern. Fires it off the boards. And here comes Northern on the breakout. Pass goes awry there. Stepping up is Johnson. He fires it all the way down the ice, and he'll get called for icing on that. So the face-off is going to come back down into the Lakeland end. While Lake Northern coming in this game as a heavy favorite, the pressure mounts as this game continues. Now Sansom on the draw. He's going against Lloyd. Keegan Brown with it. Has this pass stolen. It's flicked out of the zone. And now Northern turns. There's a turnover. Goes back to Jacobowski. Now Lakeland in on the forecheck. This is Johnson. Logan Johnson. Nice step up from Biondo as he got into the passing lane and nullified that pass. Now Logan Johnson cross ice to Keegan Brown. Brown with a nice evade move. It goes to Lucas Stone. Stone sends it up the boards. There's a step up and a poke check from Biondo. Now Biondo had it, lost it, now comes back to Keegan Brown for Northern. He'll regroup deep in his own end. Sends it up the boards. Now they regroup to Johnson back behind his own net. Long stretch pass comes out here to number 9, Eric Wolf. Wolf's in, shoots, and that's deflected off of Colin Johnson, and into the corner it goes. Now Biondo back. He plays up the boards to Lechner. Lechner reverses. Biondo couldn't get there, and it's chipped to the corner. Here comes Colin Johnson, goes up the boards. It hops over Logan Johnson's stick and goes down the ice. Nick Koback in pursuit. Lakeland with a line change. Anthony Koback with the steal. Avoids a check. Centering pass didn't connect. And now out with it comes Atkins rather. Back to retrieve his Ryuta. He's being bothered by 24, Zach Schneider. Ryuta bumped off the puck, Northern with possession. Schneider centering pass, Lakeland picks it off, and it's flicked out of there by Bobby Shue. 12:50 remaining here in the regulation. They wave off icing on the play. Centering pass, Nick Koback couldn't quite get there. He'll take it and fire deep on a second effort. Lechner with a centering pass, couldn't connect on it, and now Northern breaks out with a 3-on-2. Lakeland's caught. That goes off the skate of Schneider. Centering pass, locked out of there off the glove of Schumacher and cleared out of the zone. Lakeland does a wholesale line change. And it goes back to Paulson. Up the far side boards. Now Biondo with it. This pass is blocked. Look out, they're in tight. And nice job there by Colin Johnson. He recovers against 19 D'Angelo. Now comes out to Paulson at the point. Centering pass goes through everybody and out the zone. Northern has to tag up. That shot's deflected from Lazinski. And now Lakeland looking to take it out. Johnson fires it off the boards, couldn't connect on it. Lakeland got there, Farley couldn't control, and it's out of the zone. Now Northern going the other way. This is 26, Joe Rozak. Feeds off to Fishback. Fishback centering pass. Oh, it's on the goal line. Still loose. And the whistle goes. Mitch List finally got the pad on it. And Northern knocking on the door. Couldn't quite get it converted. Dangerous play there, Bobby.
Yeah, that was pretty dangerous right there. Northern's been pretty aggressive on the forecheck and created an opportunity for themselves right there.
11:38 remains in regulation. Work to knot it up at one apiece. Fishback on the draw. He's going against Trent Lloyd. Fishback wins it back to Paulson off the stick and out of the zone. Paulson feeds over to Brown. Brown hits Fishback, cross the line. There's a shot deflected up in the netting by List, and the faceoff will stay in the Lakeland end. The nerves are tight here. These teams are feeling each other out right now. Lakeland's playing a little tight. Northern bringing some aggression. Trent Lloyd now going against Sansom. Puck comes to the far side. Stone back to Logan Johnson at the point. He goes to Stone. There's a steal by Justin Paul. He sends it to center ice. Nice job from Keegan Brown. He took that one out of the air. And now Justin Paul sends it up to Jacobowski. He's into the zone. Goes deep out the other side. This is Stone. Bothered by Lloyd. Stolen by Justin Paul. Now Jacobowski backhand sends it wide. Jacobowski wraparound, comes out front, score! Jacobowski wraparound, comes out front, score! Justin Paul! His first varsity goal! Time of the goal, 10:58. Lakeland stands are erupting. Justin Paul with his first varsity goal, and the crowd's going nuts. 2-1's our score, time of the goal, 10:58 here in the third. Good work by that line, Bobby. They all forecheck big time. Now puck taken to the corner, big hit down there. Atkins got drilled. They send it around. Now Northern with possession. They're looking to regroup here. Puck deflected. Goes hard off the boards the other way. Now here's a shot. Blocked in there nicely by Schumacher. He sends it out. See if we can get the assist. Jacobowski gets the assist. One assist at least. At any rate on Justin Paul's goal. Now puck cleared into the Lakeland end. List plays it, sends it out of the zone. Puck cleared out of the zone. No penalty on the call. Northern's begging for a too many men as that puck went off Lechner's arm as he hopped over the boards. Referee ruling he made no intentional movement at it. So the faceoff's going to come back down into the Lakeland end deep. This is Kovac going against Fishback. Back out to the point to Lazinski. Fan, and look out. This is Kevin Lechner on a breakaway. Lechner's in. Oh, and a big save. I think Lakeland might be getting a penalty here. High sticking is the call. We'll see who goes to the box. Nick Kovac was running interference on the way down. We'll see what happens. Tommy Lazinski for Northern going to the box for a high stick. So Lakeland's going to go up for 2 minutes here. Time to call 9:58. An unpopular call on the Northern end. Rewind your DVR. I was focused on the shot. I didn't see the penalty. And the pressure's immense here on both teams. Northern wins the draw and they'll bring it out. Schumacher chips it away. It goes to Lazinski. Now he feeds to Bailey. Shot goes wide. Schumacher's got pressure and now comes in back and behind the Lakeland end. This is Rob Lazinski giving Schumacher pressure. Centering pass comes over here to Anthony Kovac. Kovac sends it up. And now Lakeland's Lechner will drop it in deep. Didn't get it deep enough though, and it goes all the way down the ice. Mitch List out to play it. Goes over to Lechner on the far side boards. His pass didn't make it through. And now finally, Lechner regroups and pulls it out of the zone. He's on the skate, takes it in, plays onside to Nick Kovac. Now back out to the point. Here comes Meskler, makes a move through one, shoots, big save, rebound, back in, score! Kevin Lechner! Power play goal at 8:59. Do you believe? The crowd's going crazy here. A 2-goal margin for Lakeland now. Tyler Meskler made a dipsy-do move back at the blue line, got in, got the shot, the rebound popped out, and Lechner backhanded it in from the right-hand side. Pressure mounting on Northern, 3-1. 8:54 to go in this third period. Now Paulson, long shot, deflected up into the netting by List, and the faceoff will stay down the Lakeland end.
Well, Steve, it's pretty exciting, but there's almost 9 minutes left, and I don't think Northern's going to give up that easy.
There's a whole lot of hockey left to be played here. Lakeland is at a stage where they don't need to be taking chances. They need to get the puck out in the neutral area or Northern zone. They don't want to play in the Lakeland end. There's a shot. Oh, and once again, List had to be quick with the pad. Northern setting it up. They're dangerous here. Stolen nicely by Nick Kovac. He'll take it out and fire it in deep. Now Grant Lazinski plays it up the far side. Northern with a long stretch pass. Connects with Eric Wolf on it. Goes down low to List. Center out front. Oh, and Northern didn't have anybody there. That was wide open. Lakeland dumps it down. They wave off icing on the play. Now Stone picks it up for Northern. Just avoids the check from Jacobowski. Comes over here to Paulson. He's poke check. Now it comes up to Andy Stevens. He cut to the middle. Here's the support. Justin Paul's driven off the play. And now they break it out the other way. Dumps it in deep. It goes behind the Lakeland net. Colin Johnson to retrieve for the Eagles. He's bothered in there by Sansom. It goes the other side to Andy Stevens. He chips it out of the zone, and that's exactly what Lakeland needs to do, is play at the center ice, nothing fancy. Northern regrouping in their own end. Next goal is huge. Poke check from Schumacher. Lakeland gains advantage, and they fire it down the ice for icing. And Bobby, that's a case where if they just change the angle on the shot, it doesn't become icing, and the faceoff stays out of Lakeland's end.
Yeah, just a bad angle on the clear, but good idea. They needed to change. They needed to get a whistle.
Lakeland's been showing patience in their own zone. I like that. Nothing fancy, just clear the zone. Trent Lloyd check that. Tom Kovac on the draw against Fishback. Fishback wins it. Scrum down low. Now comes out the other side and cleared out of there nicely by Jacobowski. Aaron pass goes to Johnson. He gets away with one as it was played by Brown. Northern coming out of their own end. There's a giveaway. All hopped over Johnson's stick. Now Farley goes cross ice to Bobby Shue. Schumacher up the boards. He missed Jacobowski on it. Lakeland needs to keep short shifts here. Stolen away by Tom Kovac. He's due. Kovac being mugged in there. Kobeck is mugged in there by 17 Paul Fowler. The referee, Mark Stevens, Bird had his head turned, didn't see it. Now Northern breaks it out. They get through the Lakeland's 2 players there. There's a shot. Oh, and a big save from List. Rebound. Another save, and it goes out the other side. Schumacher clears the zone, goes down the ice. It's played by Lazinski. That nullifies the icing call. And we've got 6:30 to go in the contest, or regulation at any rate. Step up in there. Nice steal from Lechner. And here comes Nick Kobeck. He's got it. Farley on the other side. Oh! And a nice shot from Northern's defense. They got a stick on it. Farley goes back in a smart play, D to D. Ryuta mishandled. Centering pass, Atkins couldn't connect on it. It goes to Lechner. He's off the boards and out of the zone. No icing on the play. 6 minutes even to go in the third period. Lakeland looks to be in a 1-2-2, a more passive forecheck. Nice job from Nick Kobeck. He runs Lazinski heavy into the boards, takes him down. And there's a hit from behind, no call. Lechner with it. Sends a high fly out to center ice. Keegan Brown picks it up for Northern. 5:35 to go in third period. Lakeland up 3-1 on top of Northern. This is Atkins wheeling out of his own end. He's building speed, gets past Lakeland. Now here's Jacobowski. He's knocked down, loose out front. Into the corner it goes. Biondo bumps his man off, and it goes outside. They got to wave off icing on that. They call icing on it. That was playable by by Paulson out there, Jack Paulson, and that's a bad icing call. That faceoff should not be in the Lakeland end, but it is. Bobby Schumacher asking for an explanation out there from Mark Stevens. 5:15 remaining here in the third period. Now Mark Stevens is going over to give Coach Tim Ronayne an explanation. Lloyd wins the faceoff. It comes out to Stevens, and now it goes to Paul. Back to retrieves number 17, that's Fowler. Puck along the boards, here comes Stevens on the forecheck. Does a nice job, another $200 down the drain for Northern. Nice steal there from Stevens. He's got the chance to get it deep, he'll do that. And then after it's Trent Lloyd, he'll get there first. Lloyd takes a bump along the boards, takes another hit, shows good restraint. There's Justin Paul, snaps it to the net. And holding on is Grant Lazinski, 4:39 remaining in the third period. Pressure mounts on Wall Lake Northern. Bobby, Lakeland's been playing well since they got that third goal. They've been playing conservatively but smart.
Yep, and they're creating turnovers for themselves by being in the passing lanes, and Northern's having a little trouble moving the puck like they were in the first 2 periods.
Now Kobeck couldn't win that draw, goes to the corner to Tom Lazinski. Up the boards it goes, pops out loose, and here comes Northern on the rush. Schumacher clears the zone, and it goes to Paulson. He dumps it deep in behind the Lakeland net. Bobby Shue does a hard around out the other side. Lazinski holds the line. Now Northern picks it up. They've got possession. They go down low. Here's Colin Johnson, centering pass. Schumacher doing battle with Rozak. Rozak with a move. He's at the far hash. Centering pass. It's blocked. It's down low. Popped out of there. Comes loose. And here's Lechner. Lechner's got a man on the wing. Gets it over to him. That's Anthony Kobeck. Now in behind. Paulson taken to the boards by Lechner. Paulson. Lakeland with a steal. Sends it to the net. And Lakeland will go for a line change. Got to keep fresh legs out there. Line change for both sides. 3:40 to go. Lloyd with a hit at center ice. They dump it in deep. Here's Meskler. Hard off the boards. He feigned on his chance, and second opportunity. Sends it down the ice and ices the puck. That faceoff's going to come back into Lakeland end with 3:28 to go. It's a knuckle biter. Fans are on their feet on both sides. There's not a fanny sitting on the bench. and over in the stands right now. Everybody got their $5 worth tonight. This is Bailey on the draw, going against Lloyd. Back out to the point, Logan Johnson. Shot to the net, wide, into the corner. Meskler couldn't clear. Comes loose, Jacobowski clears the zone. A nice job from Jacobowski. He found a soft spot and just played it out of the zone. Comes all around, Jacobowski there again. Brown takes him to the boards. Here comes Lloyd in support, step up from Biondo. He'll hold the line temporarily. Oh, we got a penalty coming here. Jacobowski's gonna go for roughing. Oh, this is exactly what Lakeland did not want. Kyle Jacobowski's been playing great all night. Roughing is the call in the offensive zone. That one could hurt. 2 minutes penalty at 3:03 in the third period. Stansom on the draw, going against Kovac, Anthony Kovac. Stansom wins it, back to Paulson at the point. They go D to D over to Lazinski. Backdoor pass didn't connect, and Johnson clears. Comes back out to Paulson. He's at his own blue line. Far side, Northern's into the zone. This is Sansom, circling behind the net, goes wraparound. Off the boards, held in by Lazinski at the left point. Goes D to D to Paulson. Back to Lazinski. Backdoor play, shot. Oh, and that hit a leg and bounced out. Minute 25 in the power play. Over to Paulson. To the net, guided behind the net. Here's Sansom. Picked off by Biondo. Back out to Paulson at the point. That's blocked out of the zone. Nice job from Anthony Kovac. He put pressure on the pass and got it out of the zone with 1:05 in the power play. This is Lazinski. Carries in, makes a move. He's in tight shot. Big save from List. Centering pass. Still loose. And List will hold on. 55 seconds in the power play. A minute 58 in the regulation. Justin Paul coming out with Nick Kovac. On the point, Schumacher and Biondo. Fishback centering up. Something on the ice over here. We got a delay in the game there. There's Mark Stevens is out checking the ice. Northern has pulled their goalie. They're going to go 6 on 4 here. Smart decision by Claude Tunison. He's at that desperation stage where he needs to score and score soon.
Well, this is how we scored the other night to get here. It was 6 on 4 when we pulled our goalie.
Nick Kovac on the draw. Northern wins it. Back to the point, Lazinski. Over to Paulson. He'll shoot. List with a save, rebound, cleared by Nick Kovac. And we got another penalty coming. Justin Paul going to the box for interference. My spotter up here says that call was questionable. Lakeland's going to be down on a 6 on 3 here. And they'll be short, unless they can hold it for 50 seconds, they'll be still short a man. Northern wins the faceoff. Here's a shot, goes high over the top of the net. Mitch List never saw it. Over to Lazinski. Shot to the net, goes wide. Back door, loose out front, cleared. There's a shot, it's blocked in front, still loose, and List grabs it. Woo, baby, we got some tension here. Mitch List is a sitting duck on a pond, and so far he's kept them out of there. It's target practice for Northern. 29 seconds in the 5-on-3. Or 6-on-3 rather, excuse me. Lakeland desperately needed a face-off win. Back out their point to Lazinski. Another penalty being called. This one's on Northern. Can you say makeup? A correction, not a penalty. In the crease is the call. Referee Mark Stevens not allowing a line change for Lakeland. Colin Johnson on the draw for the Eagles. Play coming outside the zone with the in the crease call. Huge face-off here. Northern wins it. To the zone they go. There's a chip, and Johnson's got a chance. He'll clear it out. 10 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Johnson's way too high here. Now Northern crosses. This is Rob Lazinski. In tight, centering pass. Shot. Stayed out of the net and out of play. That deflected, out of play. 2 seconds in the 5-on-3. Lakeland holding on. Northern buzzing like crazy. Now one fanny touching the seats here. Everyone on their feet. The glass is lined. Colin Johnson on the draw, going against Sansom. In the feet, comes loose. Lakeland's got their fourth man out. Still short, backdoor. Oh, and they missed the net. Rob Lazinski had a 2-foot opening, and he missed the net. Oh, they fire it down the ice. No icing, they're still short a man. And now we believe we have a penalty coming. Northern's Lucas Stone gets a roughing penalty now behind the play. And if we should happen to go to overtime, Lucas Stone is done until the second overtime. He picks up a 10-minute misconduct. And with that penalty, the faceoff will stay down in the Northern end. 44 seconds in the contest. We're playing 4-on-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Northern's got 5 guys up. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they got too many guys.
Too many.
Too many men for Northern.
Too many.
Hey, let the rest call the game.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Go. Clears it out of the zone. Picked up there by Lazinski. He takes it across. Goes in tight. Loose down front in the crease. Now Nick Kovac with it. Fires it up into the netting. 13 seconds to go. Lakeland's going to pull off the upset. 2-goal margin with 13 seconds to go. Northern's fans are headed to the stands. Puck is cleared out of the zone by Anthony Kovac. He's hooked on the way down. And that's going to wrap it up here with 3, 2, 1, horn. Probably all this got picked up. Want to record it here? Are you still on? So Lakeland with the big upset. Northern season ends on a tough loss. Teams in it with a handshake. Lakeland moves on to play the winner of West Bloomfield and Waterford Mott. Eagles with their second round playoff victory will now move on to the pre-regional final. That's going to wrap it up here from Lakeland Ice Arena. Final shots in that third period were Laurel Lake Northern 12, Lakeland 8. Northern comes out on top 29-24 out on the total for the contest. Eagles come away with the victory 3-1. And quite the upset here this evening. I'll let the crowd take it away.